up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on Superman and Lois. And guys, today I'm checking out Season 3, Episode 12, the penultimate episode of the season, titled Injustice. Guys, I'm so excited for this episode. I've been waiting for this episode for a while. We got the debuts of Michael Cudlitz, Lex Luthor in this episode. The whole Bruno Mannheim story ended last episode, so we're in like the final stretch of this season, and all the Season 4 announcements and all the cast members being cut from the show. I'll talk about that in the review portion of this video at the end. But guys, I'm watching this episode live. It's about to start in like 2 minutes, so let's get into it. Your latest reaction to Superman and Lois starts now. Stryker's prison, okay? Lex Luthor is here. Michael Cudlitz, Lex Luthor.
I just received word from your attorneys. The judge Regulus made her ruling.
The music, man. Definitely a great vibe for Lex to enter the show. Such a good time.
Gather my things. I'm a free man.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Bro, I am so hyped. I don't think I've been this hyped for an episode of a show in so long.
Someone that saved me and Junior, that person is a hero.
He is! What is she on about? Jordan is a hero. He literally saved their lives. Like, what are you...
And then he just goes and brags about it to Wellness's dumbass.
Is Sarah really getting on Jordan about calling himself a hero? Who is that? I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how I feel about this Lex right now. We're on commercial, so I can talk about this. So, guys, thoughts on Lex right now. I like the portrayal. Like, Michael Cudlitz, he's a good actor. Like, he was on Walking Dead as Abraham, and he's good here. But so far, the music is really pushing his character. It's a very interesting choice for the music. And then, just seeing that photo, who could that be? Is that his daughter? Lex has a daughter? I don't remember. It's definitely not a big part of his character. Maybe they did that in a storyline in the comics? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever read a story where Lex has a daughter. I may not be remembering, but that's an interesting choice. Or that's maybe not his daughter. Maybe someone else. I'm not entirely sure. But guys, how Lois is connected to Lex, if it seems like Lex has more of a vengeance, or he hates Lois more than Superman. So far, that's what I've been led to believe. It seems like Lois is closer to Lex than Superman is, when usually you think like, okay, Superman is his greatest foe, like Lex is Superman's greatest foe, and it probably is, but they're really focusing on the Lois and Lex dynamic. Lois talking about Lex a lot, about the crime he didn't commit, and she's very worried about him, and she's like, hey, how Pia described Lex, that's correct, he's the devil. So yeah, they're really setting that up. And also to have that flashback where Lex, when he was taken to Stryker's prison, and you see Lois just watching. She watched him be led into prison that he would stay at for over 20 years, I think. I think they say it was 20 years, but yeah, I really like how they're saying that up, and I can't wait to see Superman and Lex confront each other once again. It's definitely going to happen in this episode, or at least if it's not in this episode, the finale next week. And where's Bizarro? You know how Bizarro at the end of the last episode, he's out just in the wild? So is Bizarro and Lex, are they going to cross paths? I don't know. I'm excited though. This is a good episode so far. And the title, my favorite title of the season so far, Injustice. Let's get it. That laugh, what the heck? Dude, that didn't even faze him. He was like, that's all you got? Bring it on.
Until we say otherwise, you're done. No using your powers in public.
Okay.
You need to hand in your suit.
Well, I thought that was already... He already had to do that because people were watching him now. It wasn't because, oh, he's bragging. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the whole, oh, they're focusing on the, oh, Jordan's trying to take credit for him saving people, and that's the bad thing. No, I want them to focus more on the, hey, you could be exposed and people could find out your identity. It seemed like they were focusing on that in the beginning of the episode, but now we got Sarah snitching, and Jordan is like, hey, okay, yeah, I did a good job. And what if Jordan said that one sentence about, hey, that guy's probably a badass, and he was talking about himself, yeah, but it might also be to cover up him being a superhero because George Jr., he was saying, hey, it might be someone our age. I'd say the same thing, like, hey, maybe he's a badass, haha, you know, just to kind of end the conversation to get George Jr. off investigating. You know, it could like derail the conversation. It's not like, yeah, obviously Jordan, he enjoys saving people. That's not bad though. Like, bro, what's the problem with enjoying saving people? And oh, you take the credit for it once in a while. Like, I don't find the problem in that. Like, that's not bad. Like, it's not about the credit. You shouldn't be saving people to get, you know, attention. You shouldn't. But Jordan, if I was Jordan, yeah, I would tell myself, yeah, I'm doing a good job. Like, yeah, I'm doing good. And I'm going to keep doing good. I'm going to keep saving people. But yeah, I hope they stop with this whole, oh, Jordan's taking credit, he's in the wrong, oh, Sarah thinks he's bragging. Let's just focus on, hey, his secret identity almost got exposed, and he should be a little more careful, and maybe not save people for a little bit. Now, that's what it led to. Well, it didn't really, it just led to, hey, he has to hang up the suit because the attention is getting to his head. Like, I don't know about that part. The rest of the episode's really good. I love Lex. Like, Lex, I was a little skeptical at the beginning, but that scene of him being like, $5 and getting beat up, but then laughing at the guy, bro, he is intimidating, and I can't wait to see what he does, especially in the present day now that he's free. Is he a changed man? I barely doubt it.
What happens next is up to you. But your time is running out.
Okay. Time is running out. And William Ellis, that's his name? Dude, Lex probably got like his daughter or family hostage.
That's my home number.
I was right. His home number. This menace. Yo.
Jeffrey, who's this?
Bro, I got chills, bro. Oh.
Let me explain to you how things are gonna work around here.
Yo. Oh, perfect time for a commercial. Okay. I need a commercial after that. Like, that was such a good scene. That's what I expected Lex. That's how I expect Lex to be, you know? Intimidating. And him, how he said, your time is running out. And then it was the home number he gave to that guy, William. And then, dude, just hearing the son on the call, like, Dad, I don't know what to do. Like, Mom screaming, and then Lex is just right there. He just got beat up, laughed in a guy's face who was hitting him with a razor, and then now he's walked in, he's like, hey, so, things are gonna change around here. And what I found interesting about this is, in the other scene, he told those guys, that, hey, maybe you'll have a good cell, or maybe you'll still have your legs. I'm giving you an offer. And all those people rejected his offer, but the ones who did accept it, which we probably didn't see, they will be given probably a lot of the prison, like good parts of the prison, a good cell, they're not gonna be beat up, where the other people will probably get handicapped, be put down in solitude. Like, this is gonna be Lex's prison. He's running the prison, which I really like. Bro, Lex has been running Stryker's prison this entire time. Like, that's from the beginning. Like, that was a flashback. So now he's about to get out, and probably all those people are underneath his thumb, and he controls them, and he'll probably send them out to do anything. And yeah, dude, Lex is gonna be the big villain next season. He's going back for the final season. I'm pretty sure it's the final season of the show, season 4, 10 episodes, just the Kent family versus Lex Luthor. And I can't wait. Like, this Lex, I'm really digging him. Like, Michael Cudlitz, he is selling it, bro. Like, he is so good so far. And yeah, I like the flashbacks. It seems like this entire episode is just gonna be like flashbacks for him. And at the end, he'll probably run into Lois and Clark once again. And we'll see how that goes. He'll probably, man, Lex might threaten the Kent family immediately. I'm just waiting, like, I'm anticipating what's going to happen. Okay, they took down the hurricane. Now, you gotta get out of there, Jordan. No! No! Get out of there, Smallville, Samaritan! They're all taking pictures. This is exactly what Superman did not want. Or what Clark did. Yeah, and Sam sees. Get out of there. If you don't want rants from your father, get out of there. Dude, he's about to get yelled at. Okay. Commercial break. So, dude, Jordan. Okay, now I like where the story's going. I didn't like how it started with, okay, Sarah starting it. And I didn't like, okay, Jordan and Sarah at the diner, and Sarah's like, oh, you were bragging about it, and Jordan said, no, I was covering for Junior. Like, it really seemed like Jordan was being genuine at the beginning of the episode. And I agreed with him. And that scene with Sarah, dude, Sarah, her reasoning is not that good. Like, I'm trying to see her perspective. Like, I understand a little bit, okay, it's her life, oh, leave me alone. But I don't really like it. I don't like how her character is being written in this episode. Now, Jordan, I was on his side, but now I'm kind of going against him, because right there, it really showed he wanted the attention, and now he's kind of flip-flopping. Like, he went from, no, I'm just trying to save people and I enjoy it, to now he really wants the attention, and that's why he's doing it, which that's not good. And that whole sequence was pretty cool. The hurricane, Superman and his son, Superboy, just taking down the hurricane, and then Sam realizing that Jordan, he's being a superhero, he's being the Smallville Samaritan for all the wrong reasons. It was a good moment. Now, what's behind that hurricane? Was that just a regular hurricane? I don't think so. It's kind of weird. If it was just a regular hurricane, that'd be really weird. In the penultimate episode this season, that's all we get? Like, come on. I don't know. Lex has to be behind that. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe he wasn't. Like, I don't know. This episode has been, like, weirdly paced. I've been really enjoying the Lex flashbacks and him in present day, the anticipation. It seems like there's a lot of anticipation here, especially for what's about to happen to Jordan. I feel like Jordan is about to be exposed, you know? Like, he's already, people are taking pictures, but maybe his secret identity, you know? But, I don't know, we'll see. Like, right now, what time is it? Bro, we got 18 minutes left of this episode, and maybe less because this is with commercials, so we're almost at the end of the episode, and I feel like we haven't got major progress. We haven't had major progress yet. Other than, okay, yeah, Lex got out of jail, he got out of Stryker's prison, but we saw that coming. We knew that, like, last episode, like, that was going to happen. But hey, guys, we're at the end of the episode. Something big may happen. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep watching and just, you know, anticipate what will happen.
What?
Wait.
Like I said, I was gonna have to face him at some point.
Is Lex? No!
Time as any.
Yo, he's at the house! No way! Okay.
Been a long time.
Yeah, it has. Yes, it has. Oh my. Bro, why, man? This is why I don't want, like, watching commercial. Like, watching it live sucks. Like, there's so many commercials, and dude, the episode's been alright so far, but now it's getting good. Like, Lex has been great, but there hasn't been enough. Like, there was a lot of him in the beginning of the episode with the flashbacks, but it's been more focusing on the Jordan storyline, which is fine, but it is not as great as the Lex storyline, you know? Which I think is about to heat up, bro. Lex is out the house, and how he said, "It's been a long time." Like, he sounds so intimidating, and dude, I don't know where this could go. Like, what is he planning? And where is Bizarro? We'll see.
To keep your release a secret.
Or more.
I got it wrong, and
I was innocent!
17 years of my life gone!
17 years. Whoa.
She was 14. Now she won't talk to me.
He does have a daughter.
Your words can fix that? That's enough. Shut your mouth!
Dude, the tension between him. Otis! Bro, I was just asking, where's Otis? Let's go. We got Otis now. Where is Mercy? Bro, what's going to happen?
That ambition.
What is going to happen?
Be ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready, Lex. Huh. I remember Bizarro's body composition changing, so maybe he looks different now? Or maybe he's already like a doomed... Yo! He is a savage now. He is a savage. Look at him.
How do you want to approach?
Bro, whoa! Otis! Otis! Dude, is he ripping Otis apart? Yo! Yo!
Hey, this is Misha Collins.
What? We're really ending the episode like that? Bro, that ending was kind of like, dude, that was a weird ending. Like, I don't know. I got chills. Like, Lex walking in and Bizarro, I'm pretty sure he just killed Otis. They killed off Otis in the first episode he was in. Otis cannot catch a break. He always gets put to the side. So you know what's gonna happen since Otis just died. I'm pretty sure he died. Like, Bizarro, he looked like a savage. And he probably just ripped Otis apart, and Lex just watched. So we're gonna see Lex give Bizarro an offer in the season finale, the next episode, and I'm so hyped. And with Otis gone, that gives Mercy Graves the opportunity to step up as Lex's assistant. Which I wanted to see more of Otis. It seemed like he was Otis. Like, I liked Otis for the time we got with him. He was in like 5 minutes, but still, dude, that ending. Like, I knew that Lex was going to go to Bizarro. Like, they were saying it up, but I didn't expect Bizarro to be such a savage. Like, he was eating rats, and he just like tore Otis apart. Like, that's a level of savagery I did not expect. Now, I could definitely see him become Doomsday now. Like, I could see that happen. Like, imagine, he's already a savage, so if his body changes even more and Lex pushes him to become Doomsday, dude, he'll be a wrecking machine. Like, he'll be ripping through buildings, ripping through people, and maybe ultimately kill Superman. Could we get the death of Superman in the next episode? I feel like that's a reach. I don't think that's gonna happen. I saw some rumors, like last episode when they showed Bizarro at the end, people were like, oh, could they be saying up the death of Superman, Doomsday? Nah, Doomsday, definitely. They could be saying that up. The death of Superman, that could be maybe at the end of next season. They could end the show. Like season 4, the final season, could end with Superman dying and Jonathan and maybe Jordan, well no, Jordan, he already has powers, and maybe Jonathan stepping up as the two Superboys who protect Metropolis and Smallville and to protect Lois. But I don't know, man, like there's so many possibilities. And dude, okay, let's talk about Michael Cudlitz, Lex Luthor, or Michael Cudlitz. I think it's Cudlitz. You guys correct me down below. And I know, like, dude, when there's new actors, or I've known about this actor for a while, he was on The Walking Dead, but I never pronounced his last name. Like, Michael is easy to say, but Cudlitz, like, give me a break, okay? Just help me out down below in the comment section if I pronounced it incorrectly. But yeah, his Lex, so intimidating, a menace. Like, I really like his Lex. Like, is he the best of Lex? Not yet. We haven't seen enough of him, but he does have the potential. Just how intimidating he is. At the beginning of the episode, how he threatened those prisoners. Like, he threatened them. He was like, okay, I'll give you an offer. If you don't accept my offer, then you'll either die, you'll lose your legs. He was listing off things, and to see those things come full circle at the end of the episode, especially the guy who was in the handicap chair, like, that was so good. And seeing Lex watch that guy who wouldn't give him the razor get beat up by the guards, like, get beat up until he was dead, and Lex just twirl his beard. And yeah, see Lex go from a full set of hair to bald, it was really like a change. Like, his character didn't change, but I liked the change of the look. You know, him going bald, it had meaning, because that guy, he ended up killing, or, you know, setting up the death of that guy through the guards. It was because he just wanted a razor. He wanted to cut his hair. That simple. So it has meaning. And yeah, just seeing Lex at the end, in those flashbacks, him having dinner, that one guy who was against him at the beginning is now serving him dinner, and all the prisoners lined up. Dude, so good. Also, that one scene with Warren Ellis, which I thought the writer, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure they said Warren Ellis, or maybe William Ellis, but that guy who was the warden, oh, or wait, what was it, Warden Ellis? It might have just been Warden Ellis, but yeah, okay, he was the warden of the prison, and Lex took over the prison, and I really like that scene where he walks in, he's like, I'm giving you an offer, and the warden Ellis, he's like, I'm not accepting your offer. I'm not accepting any money. And then Lex is like, well, okay, but your time is almost running out. Just how he talks. And to hear on the warden's phone, his home phone, his son is in trouble, his wife is in trouble, his house is in trouble, and him ultimately succumb to defeat and give the prison over to Lex, like, it was such a good moment. And yeah, overall, Lex, him in this episode, Michael Cudlitz Lex is great so far. I love his portrayal, and I can't wait to see what he does with Bizarro in the season finale. Now, besides his portrayal and most of his scenes in this episode, there's one more thing I want to talk about Lex. So, alright, we found out that Lex was in prison for 17 years. He's mad at Lois. He's mad at Clark. That whole scene where he showed up at the Kent household, so much tension, so good. And yeah, he asked Lois to retire. That should be interesting. Like, he really has it out for the Kents, which is understandable because not only was he in prison for 17 years, but he was away from his daughter for 17 years. And that's what I want to talk about, okay? So Lex having a daughter. So in the comics, Lex does have a daughter in like post-crisis named Lena Luthor, you know, after his sister Lena Luthor. And you guys are thinking of Lena Luthor from the Supergirl show? Nah. But Lena from the Supergirl show, played by Katie McGrath, she is so much different from her comic counterpart. Like, Lena in the comics, she is a menace. Like, she is so much different. But yeah, in the comics, the Lex names his daughter Lena after his foster sister. And there's not that much to it. It's kind of interesting, but there was some potential in the comics, but they never really fully realized it, in my opinion. So now that they're doing this whole Lex having a daughter storyline, I never expected them to take this direction. So that's why it's so interesting. Lex being a father to a daughter, like that's so interesting. I can't wait to see where that goes. It adds a certain human side to Lex without him being a good guy. He's still a bad guy, but he has a human side, which is his daughter. So we'll see where that goes, but I'm going to reread a couple of the post-crisis Superman comics with Lex and his daughter Lena, and I'll see if I could come up with some theories for where they might go with this, okay? So my season finale reaction next week, I'll tell you guys some theories I come up with, okay? Right now, I'm thinking of some things, okay? His daughter being Lena, could she become a villain? I don't know. Like, there's so much possibilities, but I'm gonna think on it, okay? I'll come up with a theory for next week's video. But yeah, guys, for now, I enjoyed Lex in this episode. He was awesome. He really carried this episode, because the other plot line was Jordan, him being the Smallville Samaritan, him giving in to the attention, and him helping his father, Superman, stop a hurricane. And that story was okay, but it was honestly kind of weak compared to like past episodes, and it was not because the story itself is that bad. Like, yeah, Jordan, him being out in the spotlight, being revealed to the world and giving into the attention, that could be interesting. It wasn't that good in the beginning of the episode with Sarah, her being the one to start that storyline out because, oh, Jordan seemed like he was bragging. I didn't like that. That was kind of forced. But by the end of the episode, it was a lot better. But at the same time, that whole story, like everything involving Sarah, Lana, Jordan, Clark, even the Jonathan and Kyle story, which I thought was a lot better, it was all weirdly paced. Like, I felt like the episode, until Lex got involved at the very end, the Lex flashbacks were carrying it. Like, every time Lex was on screen, I was invested. But besides that, the episode was kind of losing me. Like, I felt like it was paced in a very weird way, especially when the hurricane showed up. I was like, all right, is there something more to this? But then there wasn't, and it was just a regular hurricane, and it just pushed the Jordan having attention storyline forward. So I wasn't a big fan of that, and it kind of brought this episode down a little bit for me, but still, the ending really got me excited for the finale. I am super excited for the season finale. I can't wait. The episode is titled "What Kills You Only Makes You Stronger," and that's a good season finale title. We'll see what Lex does. What will happen to Bizarro? Will he become Doomsday? I don't know. But for now, I'm going to give this episode a 8.3 out of 10. I know it's very specific for a rating, but I don't know. That rating came to mind. Usually I stick to like, okay, an 8, an 8.5, or a 9. I don't go between like, oh, 8.1, 8.2. I used to do that, but I kind of went away from it. But I really feel like this episode deserves an 8.3. Like, it was a solid episode, but it was just weirdly paced, and the side plot was not as good. Like, Lex really carried it, which is good, because, okay, let's talk about one more thing before we close out this video. Superman and Lois got renewed for season 4, and it's been confirmed that the only characters will be the Kent family, Superman, Lois, Jonathan and Jordan, and Lex. That's it. Which, at first, when I heard that news, I was very worried. I was like, man, I really like the side characters in this show. But this episode proved to me that the best parts of the show now, after the Mannheim story, like, this episode showed that the Kent family, great. Lex, great. Sarah, Lana, I could do without. Now, Sam, I'm really going to miss this character. John Henry Irons, I hope he shows up in the season finale. And Natalie, I'm really going to miss their characters. Now, it's not like they're not going to be on the show at all, they're just not going to be series regulars. They're going to be like recurring characters. So they might still show up in 1 or 2 more episodes in the final season, which I'll look forward to those. But yeah, dude, Sam is such an awesome character. Steel, John Henry Irons, Natalie, great characters, which I'm going to really miss seeing them every episode. Like, this episode was one of the few episodes that John Henry, Natalie were not in the season, and I kind of felt like the show kind of had a dip in quality. If it wasn't for Lex, the rating for this episode, in my opinion, would have been a lot lower. But yeah, it sucks that we're losing all those cast members, but on the positive side, a lot of shows after like season 3, Arrow, Flash, they tend to go into a more bigger cast, like season 4 of Arrow, season 4 of Flash. Like, Flash became Team Flash, Arrow became Team Arrow for a while until it became Oliver Queen's show again, and that's when it got good again in season 5. But yeah, a lot of shows suffer from like a over-bloated cast. Like, there's too many cast members, and I think it's better to slim down the cast for the final season so we could really focus on Superman and Lois. And now that Lex has debuted and he's so awesome, I can't wait to see him in the spotlight in season 4. And I really feel like the next episode is going to end on a cliffhanger. Either Bizarro becomes Doomsday, Superman's identity is exposed, something along those lines that will get us really excited for the season-long storyline next season, the final season, season 4. But yeah, guys, this was a long review portion. I talked a lot. I just had a lot on my mind that I wanted to talk about because this episode, it had a lot going on, and there's been a lot of announcements on this show lately. So tell me down below what you think about this episode, what you think about Michael Cudlitz as Lex Luthor. Is he a good Lex? What will happen to Bizarro? What are your theories for the season finale? And what are your thoughts on the show slimming down its cast for season 4, getting rid of all these side characters, just focusing on the Kent family and Lex Luthor? Like, do you like that? What are the positives and what are the negatives? I feel like it's more positive than negative, but the negatives are, hey, we're gonna miss John Henry Irons and Sam Lane and Natalie. Like, those three, it sucks that they're not going to be series regulars. Those are the ones that I was really hoping they would stay regulars, but they're not. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my reaction to the Superman and Lois Season 3 finale. Next week, I'm going to be watching it live, and I'm going to get that reaction out to you guys quickly, okay? So stay tuned. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.